Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Claudia, told you not to leave your toys lying about. Good God, you are hideous.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another horror movie review. This time we're talking about another Child's Play film, or it was more so under the kind of Chucky banner after Bride of Chucky, but this time we'll be talking about Seed of Chucky.
The last time, he took a bride, but this time, in order to become the parents of a human baby, they'll need just the right woman. Jennifer Tilly.
Production is underway on the new horror flick, Chucky Goes Psycho.
You know, I should have played Aaron Brockovich. I could have done it without the Wonder Bra. In Planned Parenthood, timing is everything, so you'll have to hurry. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
This fall, Chucky's back, and he's delivering us some evil. Come to Papa.
What the hell is going on in here?
She came on to me.
No wonder her career's in trouble.
Seed of Chucky.
That's my boy.
Oh, God bless the little people.
This November, get a load of Chucky.
So yeah, I did a review of Bride of Chucky just a couple days ago, and I was still in the mood, so I just watched the next one. Again, I'm very late to the game with getting into this franchise, but I'm very happy I finally have. Because I just did a post about this on my Facebook. You know, my two favorites are still Jason and Freddy, but shockingly, I actually think I like Chucky perhaps more than Leatherface and Michael Myers now. I don't know. It's definitely a different comparison there, but I'm really enjoying these films. I really love Bride of Chucky. You know, I like the first one. The second one was my favorite until Bride of Chucky, you know, I'm not so sure. And I even thought the third one was pretty good. And now this one, Seed of Chucky. This is the one I heard probably like the least favorable things about. I always heard how like bad Seed of Chucky was, and how it's like the worst of the franchise or whatever. Ironically, though, this is the last one I actually played in theaters. Everyone since then, you know, Curse, Call, and Onward is, you know, straight to DVD, which isn't necessarily a big deal because maybe less restrictions, and Brad Dourif has stuck with it anyway. So, you know, it's not really shouldn't be a big thing for us fans. Even though I'd like to see movies like this in theaters, though, for sure. But yeah, Seed of Chucky, it came out in 2004 and was directed by, of course, Don Mancini, who, of course, is a big hand in the whole series and the whole character in the first place. So it's good that he kept on writing these films. I really like that. And like I said, Seed of Chucky, it's pretty much the most looked down upon one of the whole franchise. So I was still kind of morbidly curious to get to it, to obviously form my own opinion. And I gotta say, I actually didn't mind it. I still kind of liked it. Now it's not I didn't like it nearly as much as Bride of Chucky, and I'd probably put her at closest like the third, perhaps. I'm not even sure if I like it more than that. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. But overall, I actually still liked it. I enjoyed myself watching it. Of course, the perspective kind of changes on this one, at least at first, because we have, of course, continuing from the cliffhanger of Bride of Chucky with Tiffany giving birth. So you see this young doll named Glenn or Glenda, as Chucky and Tiffany debate throughout the movie. He goes in search of his real parents after seeing them used as horror props in different films. They're pretty much profiting off of the murders and the killing sprees that Chucky had started and stuff like that. So he thinks they're the real ones, which they actually are. Apparently they still use the same exact dolls or whatever. Then he ends up, he saw this Condor necklace, I forget which one it was, but he has that, and then, it happens to be part of course, the chant, give me the power, I beg of you. So he actually, of course, again brings back Chucky and Tiffany. And again, the best part of this movie is Chucky and Tiffany. They were hilarious together in Bride of Chucky, and I especially liked them here as well. And now they have to, try to raise a son together. So that's definitely entertaining throughout the movie. It made the whole thing for me again. Just their banter back and forth. Jennifer Tilly and Brad Dourif. And we actually have Jennifer Tilly in this movie again, which is nice. After seeing her in as a regular human and Bride of Chucky, it's nice to see her as an actual person, as herself in this movie. Actually, Tiffany actually idolizes Jennifer Tilly in this, and Jennifer Tilly ends up being the body Tiffany wants to go into. So it's just funny. It's like Jennifer Tilly is playing a parody of herself. That was another pretty fun aspect of the movie, I thought. Of course, their voices are exactly the same. And, Jennifer Tilly in the movie, meanwhile, is really kind of insecure about her place in, Hollywood and stuff like that. So she's, debating sleeping with directors and stuff like that. And Tiffany is pissed off because she thinks she's a slut. And, different things like that. But the biggest thing in the movie is, again, how Chucky and Tiffany are trying to raise Glenn here. I'll take Chucky's side in that one. But, it's whatever he wants to identify as. Maybe both, right? But just saying a serious killer like Chucky have to deal with something like this ridiculous, was highly entertaining. And especially when the question comes up from Glenn of, why they kill people. As Chucky tries to establish, it's not an addiction that they, can try to get over. It's a choice, and he thrives in it. It's his calling, it's his passion. Tiffany, meanwhile, tries to do something different. She tries to sort of get over it, but you can tell it's sort of an urge with her too, and maybe closer to something of an addiction, but you can tell she relishes it as well. She's maybe just in more denial than Chucky is, I suppose. So that brings up some fun scenarios as well. There's a pretty good, combo kill at the beginning of this movie with Chucky and Tiffany. They use the wire, and the other knocks the head off and stuff like that. Still probably not the best kills in the series. I think those are still kind of in the first three, at least so far. But again, just Chucky and Tiffany make it. As I said in my Bride of Chucky review, I could watch them locked in a room together all day, just going back and forth. And I'd be entertained. I'd enjoy it. Not as good as Bride of Chucky, though. The stuff from Glenn's perspective is alright. He gets to Chucky and Tiffany pretty quickly, so this isn't that big of an issue. But, you know, I do find him a little bit dull. You know, it's not like the most exciting dynamic of the franchise. It only is because of Chucky and Tiffany, of course, but you know, and besides that, besides Jennifer Tilly, there's no other regular character I really like. And the Child's Play films have been pretty good about that, you know, because there's some solid, you know, regular protagonists, there's some solid actresses, but not so much in this one besides Jennifer Tilly, and that kind of self-parody, like I said, is pretty entertaining though. Then you have the ending. Let's see here, I just want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. And you know, of course, Glenn ends up having like an alternate side of himself that, you know, just really gets just psychotic and even, you know, freaks out Chucky and everything. Let's see. And you know, of course, Chucky and Tiffany end up fighting again, and Chucky apparently kills her with an axe. This causes Glenn to snap, and Chucky is dismembered by Glenn. And, you know, he suffers an emotional breakdown, of course. But it turns out Tiffany was actually able to get herself transferred into Jennifer Tilly. So we're going to see more of Jennifer Tilly in Curse of Chucky, which should be pretty fun. But it goes 5 years later at a birthday party. You know, Glenn's also been put into a, you know, real boy as well. Or at least it's like a split personality, unless someone's they're two separate people, I guess. Glenda scares the nanny, so she quits. Let's see, and yeah, then she ends up killing the nanny when she quits. You know, she's Jennifer Tilly now, but we know it's Tiffany, which is kind of funny to say. Yeah, Tiffany was successful in transferring her soul, and Glenn has one birthday present to open. You know, he's still a prim and proper side of himself. That's the good one. That's the good boy now. You know, it's Chucky's severed arm, and it springs up to grab him, and you hear Chucky's laugh. So yeah, and we didn't see any more of it until 2013, I believe, is when Curse came out. Yep. Yeah, I'll be watching that soon. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the Child's Play movies just to, you know, try to watch some other stuff, I guess. But I'll definitely be getting to Curse of Chucky probably within the month, or maybe even within the next, you know, 2-3 weeks or something, I don't know. But when I do, I'll definitely do a video on it. And if I had to rate Seed of Chucky, I'm still giving it a C+ or a B-. I still was thoroughly entertained, I can't deny it. There's not really too much critical I have of the movie. Like I've said before in some of my other videos, that my scale is just sort of like a combination of what I do see critically, but mostly just how much I enjoy it. And I still did like this one, so it still gets a, you know, almost solid rating. Maybe my least favorite, maybe not, you know, probably one of the lower two, but, you know, I still really liked it. I think it's a good time. So, yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.